Shame and feelings of inadequacy influence fear of vulnerability. Shame is a powerful emotion that can have a significant impact on our self-esteem and overall sense of well-being. Feelings of inadequacy can stem from a variety of sources, including past experiences, societal pressure, and personal expectations. Learning how to manage shame and feelings of inadequacy is an important step towards improving our mental health and overall quality of life. Understanding shame and inadequacy. Shame is a complex emotion that can be difficult to define. It often arises from feelings of unworthiness or inadequacy and can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection from others. Inadequacy, on the other hand, is a feeling of being insufficient or not measuring up to expectations, either our own or those of others. While shame and inadequacy are distinct emotions, they often go hand in hand and can be difficult to separate. Common causes of shame and inadequacy. Shame and feelings of inadequacy can stem from a variety of sources. Childhood experiences, such as being bullied or ridiculed by peers, can lead to feelings of shame and inadequacy that persist into adulthood. Social pressure to conform to certain standards of physicality, living environment, social status, inferior thoughts, self-denial, success, or achievement, can also contribute to feelings of inadequacy. Personal expectations and standards that are unrealistic or unattainable can also lead to feelings of shame and inadequacy. Effects of shame and inadequacy. Shame and feelings of inadequacy can have a significant impact on our mental health and overall well-being. They can lead to low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts or behaviors. Shame and inadequacy can also cause us to withdraw from social situations and avoid taking risks or pursuing our goals. Feelings of shame and inadequacy can lead to a fixed mindset. This means that individuals may believe that their abilities and traits are set in stone and cannot be changed or improved upon. They may view failure as a reflection of their innate ability, rather than as an opportunity to learn and grow. This fixed mindset can hold individuals back from trying new things or taking risks because they fear failure and the potential shame and embarrassment that may come with it. They may also compare themselves to others and feel inferior, leading to a lack of confidence and self-esteem. Overall, a fixed mindset can be extremely limiting and prevent individuals from reaching their full potential. Feelings of shame and inadequacy can impact behaviors in various aspects of life, such as social behavior. People who feel ashamed and inadequate may withdraw from social situations and avoid interactions with others. They may struggle to make friends or maintain healthy relationships due to a fear of rejection or judgment. Career and education. Those who feel inadequate may struggle to advance in their careers or pursue educational opportunities. They may avoid taking on new responsibilities or applying for promotions out of fear of failure or rejection. Self-care. Feelings of shame and inadequacy can lead to neglecting self-care, such as neglecting physical health or personal hygiene. This can further exacerbate negative feelings and impact overall well-being. Mental health. Shame and inadequacy can lead to mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. These negative emotions can spiral and impact overall mental health, leading to a cycle of negative self-talk and self-sabotage. Decision-making. Those who feel shame and inadequacy may struggle to make decisions or take action due to a fear of failure or judgment. This can lead to missed opportunities and an overall lack of progress in life. People who struggle with shame and feelings of inadequacy may display certain behaviors that others can pick up on. Here are some examples. Avoiding eye contact. People who feel ashamed or inadequate may avoid eye contact because they fear that others will see their flaws. Being overly self-critical. People who struggle with shame often have a harsh inner critic and may be excessively critical of themselves. Constantly seeking reassurance. Those who feel inadequate may seek constant reassurance from others to feel better about themselves. Being defensive. When others point out their mistakes or offer constructive criticism, people with shame and inadequacy may become defensive to protect themselves from further shame. Withdrawing from social situations. People with shame may avoid social situations out of fear of being judged or rejected. People with shame and feelings of inadequacy may experience a range of negative emotions such as anxiety, depression, anger, and frustration. They may constantly feel self-conscious and fear being exposed or judged for their perceived flaws or shortcomings. Their thought pattern may be characterized by negative self-talk, self-blame, and self-doubt, leading to a distorted self-image and low self-esteem. Others may sense these traits through subtle cues such as body language, tone of voice, and overall demeanor. They may pick up on a lack of confidence, hesitation, or discomfort in social situations. In response, they may try to be supportive and understanding, or they may distance themselves from the person out of discomfort or frustration. In terms of communication, people with shame and feelings of inadequacy may struggle to express themselves openly and honestly, fearing rejection or criticism. They may avoid confrontation or conflict, and instead resort to passive-aggressive behavior or withdrawal. Their actions may also be affected by their shame, leading to procrastination, avoidance, or self-sabotage. People with shame and feelings of inadequacy may use phrases like, in relationships, "I'm sorry I'm not good enough for you. I know I'm not perfect. I don't deserve you. I'm a burden to you. You are too good for me." At work, "I'm sorry, I'm not sure I'm qualified for this. I'm not as good as the others on the team. I'm afraid of making a mistake. I don't want to disappoint you. I don't think my ideas are good enough." These phrases often stem from a deep-seated belief that the person is not good enough or worthy, which can lead to self-sabotage and a lack of confidence in their abilities. It's important for them to work on recognizing and challenging these negative thought patterns in order to build self-esteem and move past feelings of shame and inadequacy. Their actions may also be influenced by feelings of shame and inadequacy. They may avoid taking risks or pursuing goals out of fear of failure or rejection. They may also engage in self-sabotaging behaviors, such as procrastination or perfectionism, which can hinder their progress and reinforce their negative self-beliefs. It's important to note that these patterns of thinking, communication, and behavior are not set in stone and can be changed with awareness and effort. Seeking support from a therapist or coach, practicing self-compassion, and developing a growth mindset are all ways to overcome feelings of shame and inadequacy. Practicing self-compassion and self-love is essential for developing a positive self-image and healthy relationships with others. Here are some steps for practicing self-compassion and self-love. Practice self-care. Taking care of yourself is an important part of self-compassion and self-love. This includes getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and doing activities that you enjoy. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Practicing mindfulness can help you to become more aware of negative self-talk and replace it with positive self-talk. Treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. This means being patient and forgiving with yourself when you make mistakes. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the good things in your life. Focusing on the positive can help you to cultivate a more positive self-image and improve your relationships with others. By practicing self-compassion and self-love, you can improve your self-esteem, reduce feelings of shame and inadequacy, and cultivate healthier relationships with others. When you treat yourself with kindness and compassion, others are more likely to treat you with kindness and compassion as well. This can lead to more positive interactions and deeper connections with the people around you. Additionally, practicing self-love can help you to set healthy boundaries in relationships and avoid codependent behaviors. Overall, practicing self-compassion and self-love is a powerful way to improve your mental health and well-being, as well as your relationships with others. A story time. Ria was a 28-year-old woman who had always struggled with feelings of shame and inadequacy. Growing up, she was constantly told by her parents that she needed to do better, get better grades, and be better behaved. She internalized these messages and developed a harsh inner critic that was always telling her she wasn't good enough. As a result, Ria struggled with low self-esteem and anxiety. She was always worried about what others thought of her and felt like she needed to be perfect all the time. She had trouble making decisions and was constantly second-guessing herself. One day, Ria decided she couldn't go on living like this anymore. She knew she needed to make a change and start treating herself with more compassion and love. Ria. Hi Vidhur, I am struggling with feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. It seems to be affecting all aspects of my life, including my relationships and work. Vidhur. I am sorry to hear that, Ria. Can you tell me more about why you think you are experiencing these feelings? Ria. I think it goes back to my childhood. My parents were always very critical of me and I never felt like I was good enough. I carried those feelings with me into adulthood and now I find myself constantly seeking approval from others and feeling like a failure when I don't receive it. Vidhur. That's understandable, Ria. The good news is that you can break free from those negative thought patterns and start building your self-esteem. One way to do this is to practice self-compassion and self-love. Have you heard of those concepts before? Ria. Yes, I have, but I'm not really sure how to practice them. Vidhur. Well, it starts with treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. When you notice negative self-talk, challenge it with positive affirmations. And when you make mistakes, which we all do, try to approach them with self-compassion instead of self-criticism. Ria. That makes sense. Can you give me some more specific examples of how to practice self-compassion and self-love? Vidhur. Sure. One way to do this is to start your day with positive affirmations. You can write them down or say them out loud to yourself. Another way is to practice gratitude by reflecting on the good things in your life. And when you notice negative self-talk, try to reframe it in a positive way. Ria. Okay, I will try to incorporate those practices into my daily routine. Do you have any other advice for building self-esteem and overcoming feelings of inadequacy? Vidhur. Yes, another helpful technique is to focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Make a list of your achievements, no matter how small they may seem, and remind yourself of them when you start to feel down. And remember, You are not alone in this. Many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy at some point in their lives. But with practice and self-compassion, you can break free from those negative thought patterns and start living a more fulfilling life. Ria. Thank you so much, Vidhur. I feel like I have a better understanding of how to work on myself and improve my self-esteem. Vidhur. You're welcome, Ria. Remember, self-love and self-compassion are not always easy, but they are important. Keep practicing and don't give up. Finally, Ria frees herself from this weakness of feeling shame and inadequacy forever.